In Exodus 12, I'll take the second part, verses 14 to 30, because it's long. Just after he commanded the Passover. This is the day of the Passover you are to commemorate for the generations to come. You shall celebrate it as a festival to the Lord, a lasting ordinance. Now, after that, for 7 days you are to eat bread made with a comment as I go, made with without yeast. 7 days, the feast of unleavened bread. On the first day, remove the yeast from your houses, for whoever eats anything with yeast in it from the first day through the seventh must be cut off from Israel. Okay? On the first day is a holy. When it's holy, it means you can't work. A holy assembly, and another one on the seventh day also was you couldn't work. It was holy, meaning you couldn't work. The first and the seventh day. But for seventh day, no unleavened bread. I'll explain it. What it meant. Do not work at all on these days except to prepare food that's necessary to eat. That you may do. 17. Celebrate it, the festival of unleavened bread, because it was on this day that I brought you out of your divisions out of Egypt. Okay, I'm going to say it now because brought you out of Egypt. This is a symbol, Apostle Paul said, of things to come. Only the evening of the Passover, Christ commanded in memory of him, of his death. I won't get into that. I don't have time. But it says, and again, Revelation, all these will be reinstituted. And when Christ rules 1,000 years, all the nations who don't do it, they won't get no rain or no nothing, okay? What this means is Passover here represents, and they have blood on the door so they wouldn't die, and the others die outside. Represents Christ will save the Israelites, spiritual Israelites, New Testament, and outside the Egyptians are the sinners will die. That's a symbolic of that, who don't accept Christ. Okay? It's things to come. And Revelation means it doesn't puff up like the bread, right? You leave sin. Okay? That's the 7 days you leave sin. That represents after Christ, that's time to repent, right? The first step of conversion, to change, to leave sin. Okay? It doesn't puff up. Okay? Just like you leave Egypt, you leave sin. Okay? The place of sin. Okay, 21. Then Moses summoned all the elders of Israel. I need to skim here, go at once to tell us all the people, to tell the people to take the hyssop, put the blood on the door and everything as I command, as the Lord commanded, on a door frame, so that the goddess to strike you down. Okay, okay. Obey these instructions, okay? Lasting ordinance of the Lord. When you go to that land of the promised land, on and on, you tell the Israelites, okay? Then the people bowed down and worshipped when they heard these words. At midnight, the Lord struck down the firstborn of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh, who sat on the throne, to the firstborn prisoner who was in the dungeon, and the firstborn of all the livestock as well. Pharaoh and all his officials and all the Egyptians got up during the night, and there was such a loud wailing in Egypt, for there was not a house without some dead. Okay, so that's the second part of Exodus 12. So I took it to verse 30 from, yeah.